The brain is a living miracle with so many connections and so many tasks being done all at once. Welcome to EazySense with scientist, author, and professor Dr. Patricia Broderick. Dr. Broderick is a medical professor in molecular, cellular, and biomedical science at the City University of New York School of Medicine and has invented, patented, and trademarked a revolutionary technology that will change the way we understand the brain. Some medical doctors have stated that the Broderick probe will change the face of science and medicine. So please welcome the host of EazySense, Dr. Patricia Broderick.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Running on to the set, excited again. Okay, take a look. Take a look at CUNY Med. Take a look at CUNY Med. Take a look at Lab Chief. Take a look at my scrubs. Okay, we are on, we are in, we're broadcasting from boldbravemedia.com. I am Dr. Patricia Broderick, and I am full professor at the City University of New York School of Medicine. Okay, we're just a few minutes late. No problem when you think of all the time that we are going to spend in eternity. Okay, these couple of minutes don't matter. You see, my great engineer, John Michael McCafferty, and I are fooling around with the earbuds. We have the earbuds working beautifully, uh, and we just have to find the mic that's associated with the eCam. So we did that tonight, and we got microns away from success. Okay, this is the way science works. We took a couple of minutes to do that. I know you don't mind. You are watching boldbravetv.com. I am looking for investors, philanthropists, okay, and manufacturers. Uh, I have exciting news for you. We did get an investor last night. Now, see, doing the wireless earbuds is so great, but still, these headphones are good too. Uh, this lab coat was a gift, actually, and it has the beautiful logo for CUNY Med. It has the Broderick as lab chief. We do have Kishan Reddy with us tonight as well. Um, what we're doing tonight is the triple threat. Okay, John Michael, can I have that graph, that chart that I we put on before? I hope you can hear me. Okay, I have a chart for you. This is the triple. This topic of this show is the triple threat, and the triple threat is. And I'm going to text John Michael for 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second so that I can do this. 1 second.
It's on
Hold
screen,
on
Dr.
there.
Broderick.
Yeah, say again. Thank you so much. Okay, what we have tonight, and you know what's good about this? This is just like a TED talk, sort of, kind of, not exactly. We certainly don't want to take their copyright or their trademark, but this is something like that. You know, I'm Dr. Broderick. Next to me over here on the screen, not actually physically, is Kishan Reddy. Now, tonight's topic is Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and epilepsy. Would you think to put those three together? Maybe not. But I can show you that uh, I can show you on the screen exactly what's going on with Parkinson's, epilepsy, and Alzheimer's. The graph that you see, uh, John Michael, could you make that a little bit bigger? Even bigger. It doesn't matter if it covers us. Oh, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Thank you. That's right, Kishan. You have to move your head around. Yeah, because I want this big. Yeah, good. Um, I have exciting news for you. Epilepsy, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's have the same molecules in them that causes these dreaded diseases. So we are talking about the devices. Oh my gosh, I have all the comments coming in already. Yay, yay, yay. Sorry I'm late tonight, these guys, but we weren't late. We actually started a half an hour early because we're pairing earbuds, etc. We're doing some technical work. Hey, my class, and Kishan as well, look at this gorgeous lab coat. Dr. Caracas, who actually works with us on this as this adventure that we're on, where we are trying to get into a spot where MRI, PET, and CAT and X-rays and all that, they let us in because we have a great device toe to toe with them, and all of us together we can win and we can get the solution. Now, I have something here to show you that no other technology has been able to do. So that's the whole point of the show. The whole point of the show is to tell you that we want a manufacturer, we want a partner, we want to give out stocks, we want philanthropists, we want investors, and I have something exciting. An investor got in contact with me last night. I cannot tell you who it is, but I am excited. This university is excited. Uh, I answered right away. I am serious about this. I am putting neuromolecular imaging side by side, toe to toe, so to speak, with all of the others. Because if you take a molecular technology like MRI and you put it with a neuromolecular technology like the Broderick probe, neuromolecular imaging, you have dynamite. Oh, okay. If you take the MRI and you put that together with, you can say the word pair to all of these things, like we're pairing the earbuds. We were late because we're pairing the earbuds to the microphone in the eCam setting. That's what we're doing. We're all paired on either side, but the final pairing of getting the mic from the program into the mic from the earbuds. That is what we were doing. That is who we are. We are inventors. We are scientists. We are editors. We are authors. We have a triple threat, and we have triple, double, quadruple thoughts about the triple threat. But when you look at this chart, okay, it looks like lines going up and down. It looks like waves. It looks very easy to read. It's much easier to read than any of the molecular devices like the MRI, like the PET scan, like the CAT scan. Um, I'm in my lab coat, so I'm in my element. I have my scrubs on and my lab coat. So we went back to the headphones tonight. We'll give it another try at the earbuds next week. This is what scientific discovery is all about. When you look at this scan directly from the brain online with no no tunnels, no intravenous tracers, do you know that all of these devices, molecular and neuromolecular, can do many things? Do you know That the PET scan can pick up dopamine? Yes. But can neuromolecular imaging, that's the Broderick probe, pick dopamine up better? Yes. That's the point. What's better and what's worse? Okay? All work. Now, with the molecular devices like the MRI, which I love, it's great. I have a book going out now, actually. Kishan is writing, I'm writing letters. We are working at getting emails, and we are working so hard. He's nodding his head at talking with people all over the world to send all your work. Send all your work to us, your work on MRI, your work on PET scan, etc. This book is going to be going out in 2023, the end of the year, the beginning of 2024. It is going to be published by Springer Nature. Uh, and Singapore book by Jenny Stanford uh, Publishing, that's going out any second. Will have the proofs in my hands momentarily. But with this biomedical imaging book, I am inviting all of the technologies to come in, all of them. Intrinsic optical imaging, you don't hear anything about intrinsic optical imaging, and that's a fabulous technology. And so we'll have in this book, we will have the neuromolecular imaging, which is the Broderick probe, and we will have MRI, we will have PET scan, we will have the MRS, the magnetic resonance spectroscopy, we will have X-rays, etc. All of the devices that we use to study the brain. Now, when we look at this scan, uh, we have done my laboratory at the CUNY School of Medicine. And I also want to talk on this show about all of the schools that I was at and worked at and labored at. Okay, worked so hard in earnest to get this technology out. Uh, the other was, I have them all ready for you on a slide. But before CUNY Med, there was USV Pharmaceutical, a division of Revlon. Before that, there was Albert Einstein College of Medicine, the great Albert Einstein College of Medicine, and patented, they actually patented my first patent. And when I went to the university, the city university bought my patents from them because I was in a tenure position. So I went from associate medical professor to full medical professor. I want all the investors, philanthropists, um, and all of the people who are going to partner with us to know my background. So that's on this show tonight, too. But going to the triple threat, one of my authors wrote to me, can I write about our own data on MRI, MRS, and diffusion tensor imaging? Oh, I said, yes, absolutely. Because we're writing about curing dementia and the dementia that's associated with Parkinson's. That's the non motor Parkinson's, the dementia that's associated with epilepsy. Now, let me explain. We'll explain more next week and after next week and after next week. And we are so excited about this. And 2 years on the radio show, we did talk about Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and epilepsy as well. Uh, but when you look at this scan, there is in this scan the difference between a brain that has Parkinson's and a brain that does not have Parkinson's. There is a big difference. Nobody else in the world has ever done this. You can go all through the literature, and please 866-415-1451. Go all through the literature, come on and come to me, say hello. I want to show you these emblems that Dr. Caracas had this lab coat built so beautifully for me. Uh, these are scans of Parkinson's and non-Parkinson's. On my right, I see signals that are very normal. There's a lot of dopamine, a lot of serotonin, a lot of tryptophan. And see, these signals are much easier to read than these neuromolecular signals from the Broderick probe. From the Broderick probe. Uh, okay, the tiny probe, the tiniest probe. The neuromolecular signals from this probe, they're so easy to read. So not only is it small, not only is it inexpensive, not only has it no tunnels, not only does it have it no tracers. See, you can see dopamine with a PET scan, but you have to have an intravenous tracer. I mean, they're all good, but each one sees and does something better than others. And in mine, I can hit on certain topics better than I can on certain others. And that's how every technology is. And so just let us all in to work together, because the curing of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and epilepsy is inexorably important for humanity, because everyone will go on to Alzheimer's. Parkinson's patients will become Alzheimer's patients. We are now using Alzheimer's drugs for Parkinson's patients. Okay? Parkinson's comes about at the age of 21. It is called early onset Parkinson's. We used to think of Parkinson's when somebody got older. Oh no, not anymore. This early onset. And this early onset with Alzheimer's, I've done studies. I have scans as well. Our lab has studies where we can see the scans in early Parkinson's and in late Parkinson's, where you see, and also my epilepsy patients. So I will go into this again, oh, with so many different ways, so many exciting different ways. But if you take a look on the left-hand side, my left, I don't know which side you're looking at, but I am looking at the left, and you will see there is no dopamine there. That's the biomarker. That's the signal that there's Parkinson's there. Okay? Now, each disease has a biomarker. We know if the substance is not there, the disease is there. Oh, we've come a long way. We still have a whole lot of work to do. A whole lot of work to do. But have we come a long way? We certainly have. Um, so, but what I want all along now, all of the shows we pointed out, we don't need tunnels. We simply slide the probe over the brain. We don't open the brain. Uh, we get the signals right away. Um, you don't have to wait forever to decide what happened. Uh, Previously, you had some chemicals in a tube, and then they had to be centrifuged for 2 weeks. Then 3 weeks, you got the data back. This is all instantaneous. Now, I must tell you that the molecular devices like MRI, PET scan, etc., those devices are already in the clinic. We already know that. There was a beginning time where people didn't trust them. They didn't trust them because they were new and they had a lot of work to do. Even the cell phones, each time we get a cell phone, it has an added addition. Now, what we're doing now is we are inviting the investors and the philanthropists, etc., uh, to be partners with us to make the next generation probe. You see the difference? And you can always, and we're ready. We are absolutely ready for the market with some of the applications, with some of the devices, because we have carbon probes, we have protein probes, etc. We have thousands of molecules. We're also in the part where we are developing new ones. That is where the manufacturer comes in. So tonight, and now you can see also, tonight is about this triple threat. We will lose humanity. Uh, if I think about just 5 people I know, just 5 people that I know, some close, some not close, there's one person in each family who has Alzheimer's now. One person in each of the 5. If I just raise one hand, if I raise one hand, the 5 people have somebody in their family with Alzheimer's. Now think about it. We have to cure it, and we have to cure it. And the Alzheimer's goes along with Parkinson's and it goes along with epilepsy. Why? Because the neurons are degenerating, and this is called neurodegeneration. And one of our books going out, we have 2 going at the same time. Uh, one of our books going out is called Medical Bioimaging and Neurodegeneration. Uh, I also have all over the internet my address for the P.O. Box 596, Bronx, New York 10465. It's the post office on East Tremont Avenue. Okay, and then my phone number is published. Oh, I can't tell you how often it's published from the school and published from Bold Brave TV, et cetera, et cetera. We are looking for you to call. I actually got an email last night. We have an investor. This is working. And we can see things, we can see molecules, and we can see diseases that are connected, and we can see how they're connected, and we can see it online and real time and continuously. And this cannot happen in other technologies, although the other technologies are great and we can partner with those other technologies. These are called hybrid technologies when you partner with them. So the new kid on the block is me. So the all the other kids on the block, they're already known. They have it already set up. They're making all their appointments and everything. But we have a company called EazySense Nanotechnologies, and it is a startup company. And the investor who got in touch with me, sorry, who got in touch with me last night, okay, he's ready for startups. He's ready to uh, help pay for the manufacturer. So you see the strides we've made because we need a manufacturer. We have to make hundreds of thousands of sensors. So we need a factory, correct? Because we have to make hundreds and thousands. But you know what? I went to my business plan. I'm going to give the microphone over to Kishan. I'm going to grab a glass of water. I'm doing so many shows, and I teach 200 students every Friday. They're right here on the screen with me asking beautiful questions. But this technology, neuromolecular imaging, has a lot of advantages. So, Kishan, don't read them out. Uh, Randomly pick out select ones. I have really long ones, and they're right on the internet also for you to read. Because another good thing about Eddie Dunn's new show is that he puts all of this on the YouTube, and all of my students are on the YouTube. There, I was trying to hold that cough in, and I just finally got some relief. Uh, so I am excited. You see, I am excited, more excited than I was when I started this show, more excited than I was when I started the show the radio show 2 years ago. I'm excited, much more excited, because we're ready. Because we're ready. Putting a technology out to the world, and I have my lab coat on, and that makes me excited. Okay, because this gives me this. I'm getting closer to the lab. I have been writing a lot. Sometimes I feel like Dostoevsky. I'm such a prolific writer. I actually have tears in my eyes. I actually have tears in my eyes. That's how excited I am to tell you that neuromolecular imaging is as good as and is better in some ways than some of the molecular ones. So, uh, Kishan, uh, just talk a little bit about how we are better.
Well,
At,
I think just
yes,
oh, sorry.
yes, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I think just the definitely the scoring issue of it. It's just really like it doesn't the Broderick probe doesn't have long term effects, which I think is which is really good, especially in this technology, just because it can reach out to a lot more people than the MRI can, just because of that, and especially with the tunnel situation as well. I feel like the MRI makes you like really like compact, and you're very like very secure with it, which is obviously which you can get into the concept of claustrophobia and all that stuff. But also like the main thing is really just like the scarring issue of it, as well as seeing the white matter and seeing tumors in the brain, and just overall just how the Broderick probe can use what we already know and then build upon it. That's really just what technology is, more adapting and sort of building
Oh,
on what already
uh-huh,
already created.
uh-huh, exactly. Perfect. So, no scarring, no tunnels, no bacteria,
Yeah.
long time continuously recordings. Well, can you go for an MRI? I don't mean to pick on the MRI. I like the MRI. The MRI picks up uh, protons, and we pick up electrons. And the PET scan picks up photons. And in our brand new technology, where we're partnering with phenomenal partners to build the funds to build that part, then we are picking up photons too. So therefore, in some of our technologies, we're picking up electrons and we're picking up photons. The MRI is only picking up protons. That's non ionizing, but we're non ionizing also. Okay, the PET scan is picking up photons. Okay, it's so exciting to be in this field because there's so much that we want to say. There's so much that we know. There's so much that we don't know. uh, and that we have to figure out. And we will, and everybody will figure it out together. We're not alone. We're not alone in this. No man is an island. We can say no woman is an island either. We need each other. So, Kishan, what are some of the other things that makes us special? We have. Oh, I'm so sorry. I asked, and then I'm so sorry. Uh, we have data where we have continuous data for 7 months. Okay, you, Kishan, can a person go into an MRI for 7 months straight?
No, they cannot.
Can any of my beautiful Med 10,000 from this City College of New York tell me, can you put a person in an MRI for 7 months? No, you cannot.
No.
So, in other words, you have a small probe and you have a small cover. In other words, this this is what it's going to look like. This is how the packaging is going to be. Look, the little probe in there, connected. Okay, that's it. And then the scan comes off. And last week we showed how simple that is. Uh, the billions of formulas that we have, no, it's not simple. And was it simple to invent? No. But look at how it's going to be presented to the patient. Look at this, the beauty of it. This is actually not the case, but it's like the case that we will use. It takes your breath away.
Yeah. It's
So
just
what are
like,
the, yeah.
it's just like, it's incredible how we go from like such a big machine in the MRI to this little probe, which is created, and just
Oh,
it just kind of proves the point that size always doesn't matter, because obviously the we've been saying this also, that the probe is better than the MRI. No offense to the MRI, but it's just really cool about how the big object can be transformed to such a little object as the probe.
perfectly articulated. Perfectly articulated. And I love the way you said no offense to MRI. We don't want to offend anybody. Uh, we want to bring everybody in with us. We can help the MRI go faster. Uh, we can be within a certain operation called the yttrium laser, where a person can actually see again. I actually had that yttrium laser. Uh, I didn't mention that to you yet, Kishan, because we have our beautiful Tuesday night talks, and we're learning a lot uh, about each other. But there's so much, that you can't know a person in a day. I actually, or a month, or even, do you know that sometimes we know somebody for a lifetime and we still don't know them really? So, but this yttrium laser, that's a chemical laser. I had that because I was in that terrible accident. Okay. A couple of really bad accidents. And I lost my vision. The yttrium is a chemical laser. It's yttrium and aluminum. And it's abbreviated as YAG, YAG. And that gave me my eyesight back. Now, the yttrium is new on the market. Hey, so I was legally blind from 2009 when I was in Boston helping epilepsy patients. I was in Boston, was in a terrible accident. I was hurt from head to toe, and I was made legally blind and partially paralyzed. I am not partially paralyzed anymore. I am not legally blind anymore because of all the technologies that are being allowed in. Yttrium is relatively new. I ha- I had it. I have my full sight back in one eye. The other eye, I didn't get the full sight back, but I'm happy. I'm happy with the percentage. I'm quite happy. And do you know, we don't realize, all of us, and I didn't either, nobody does. It's not normal to go around, I think, saying, what if I didn't have my eyesight? You know, you don't think about those things. But then when you don't have your eyesight, and then, oh, and then when you get your eyesight back, ah, and that was from 2009. Now, Kishan, guess how long I was without my full eyesight? I was legally blind from December the 4th, 2009, in Boston until a particular year. I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, but it was a long time, yeah,
Hmm.
that I was legally blind. And I was in the lab. And this lab coat was actually bought for me by Dr. Caracas, a dear friend who's working with us, actually. But he's a full MD practicing uh, physician in Florida. Isn't it beautiful, this lab coat? It has the new name, CUNY Medical School, on it. It has my name on it. Uh, but yeah, I don't think I mentioned the exact times to you. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I mentioned. You see, I don't bring these things up because I'm such a happy girl. Why should I bring it up? I got through the time fine. I worked. I got, and I, I, I cannot believe it because my engineer is telling me, okay, that we have to. We're almost finished, and I don't want to finish. None of us want to finish. Uh, I have to tell everybody. I had the yttrium, the YAG, that's yttrium and aluminum. That's relatively new on the scene. It was let in. Now there's clinics in it and every on it and all. And I got that in 2020. So from 2009 to 2020, I was legally blind. Now, and I
Wow.
did all the work and I got all the patents and everything. So, John Michael, you can see we have a lot of views. Uh, we are working hard to get everything done. Could you, I want the people who are viewing us to know, can you just put up that very small resume and I can finish up the show? Because believe it or not, Kishan, we're almost finished with this
Mm.
show. We are not finished with our lives, and we are not finished. I just got my passport, and my passport is alive until 2033. I got my passport in the mail today. It was renewed. I worked very hard to get it because I don't know how not to smile. And you couldn't smile to have the passport. So I had to practice not smiling. And I have a passport where I'm not smiling, and it's open until 2033, and my trademarks go past that on to 2043. And if you take a look at this, um, John Michael, could you just make that a little bit uh, um, more amplified? And then, right, amplify the part, not the top part, but amplify that part. That's the part I want. Thank you so much. You can see. Kishan, can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Can you read uh, personal statement?
Sure thing. I am a tenured medical professor in the Molecular, Cellular, and Biomedical Sciences (MCBS) department at the City University of New York Medical School, with a career spanning over 30 years as a professor, scientist, author, research,
Oh,
researcher,
yes.
lecturer, and inventor.
Okay, no, you have to read the publications.
Oh,
Good.
sorry about that. Broderick, PA et al., 2021, Identification, Diagnosis, and Treatment of Neuropathologies, Neurotoxicities, Tumors,
Okay.
and,
Keep
and
on
Brain
going.
and Spinal Cord Injuries using electrodes with microvoltammetry. U.S. patient serial number 1098046 issue.
Okay, keep on going because we only have 5 minutes. Get as much in as you can.
Okay,
Get as much
2021.
in as you can. Yeah.
Non-invasive electroactive photonic protein sensor with polymer photovoltaic optics for memory transduction using organic and inorganic elements as platforms.
Okay,
U.S.
keep on going.
2022. Neuroimaging, Sensing Biochemistry in the Brain, and Imaging Textbook, The Evolution of In Vivo Electrochemistry and Neuromolecular Imaging into Non-Invasive Voltaic Photonics, Live Imaging, Jenny Stanford Publishing. And then finally, 2022, a new approach to tumor cancer with a novel imaging profile for white matter abnormalities, including leukodystrophies, sensing the human brain, medical research archives online.
Thank you, Kishan. Excellent. Always excellent. You are quite an excellent student. Uh, you have a bright future ahead. Both you and your family will all be together in that bright future. Uh, and I said to Layla, my assistant, today, look at this 2033 on my passport. I will be alive. She said, we will all be alive, all of us. And we will not have dementia. So open up. I have 1 minute. What a lovely show. 1 minute. Remember what Roald Dahl, Dahl, said. Listen with glistening eyes, the world around you. Think about, I'm paraphrasing, the secrets are hidden in the most unusual places. If you don't believe in magic, you will never find them. So open up your hearts and your minds to new technologies, like the yttrium one that gave me my eyesight back. Like all of our new technologies, it is time. Good night, good morning, good afternoon to the whole world. And that's a wrap.
You've been listening to Easy Sense with your host, Dr. Patricia Broderick. Tune in each week as Dr. Broderick talks about her new breakthrough in science and technology. Here on Dr. Broderick's Easy Sense.